What's up, world, and welcome to our show, Cuzzo Convo. We're your hosts, Renaissance Ronnie
and Mo Lovely. We're here to have an open dialogue about all things Black reality TV, highlighting positivity and giving out real life accountability checks.
So grab your seat and whatever you need, because we're about to dig in.
What's going on, world? Welcome back to another episode of Cuzzo Convo. I am your host, Mo Lovely.
And I am Renaissance Ronnie.
It is good to have you back. And we are back with another Black reality TV show. And something that I have been a fan of for some time, since I would say I didn't become a fan until the second season, because the first season I didn't watch. I was like, I don't know if I'm interested. But after I saw the second season, I was plugged in and I was like, I've been just a fan since. And so that show is Ready to Love on the OWN network. And this is Ronnie's first.
This is my first time.
First season. So I will say, the one thing that I really enjoy about Ready to Love is that you have a gathered or an ensemble of Black successful people who are really trying to find love. Now, I would say really trying to find love might be a stretch, because over the seasons, I definitely have found that there's been some people that have definitely has had other opportunities. Like, I'm seeing them on the big screen and I'm like, oh, you was an actor the whole time. So some people, either they've come on and they'll say like, oh, I'm a singer, I'm an entertainer, I'm a model. And then some others, they're like, oh no, I'm a real estate investor. But then you find out that they're an actor as well. So, because you can do both. So I love that. Again, a lot of them are successful and Black individuals who are, for the majority, trying to find love. And so, again, we want to have this open dialogue of this first episode that just came on, just premiered this past week. I want to jump in and just really see who do we think is really truly ready to love, just from the first impressions. And then as we go through the weeks to see okay, were we right about this person, or were we wrong? And first impression wasn't everything. So we're going to go through the whole cast, y'all, and do this. And we're going to hold up our little signs, and y'all going to see that if they're ready or not ready. So you have any thoughts, Ronnie, before we jump on in?
Like you said, this is my first time watching the show. So I'm excited. After watching the first episode, I'm ready for more. So
Awesome sauce. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna put up these people because I wasn't gonna even try to guess the name.
Yeah, because the cast is large.
The cast is large, but you'll start to see that it dwindles. You're like, okay, where you start to see people, and then you'll connect people by okay, they're hanging tight or whatever. And so, shout out to last season, Clifton and Joy still hanging on strong, because that's the other thing, is that a lot of people have been just like, okay, what is this? A lot of people just have not been happy with the results. They're like, okay, y'all didn't had us invest in all this time, and then you get to the end, and then people are like, yeah, no, we no longer seeing each other.
So the last season was DC?
It was DC, but it was like DC/Potomac, pretty much. They called it Potomac, but it was DC Part 2, because it was the season before was Ready to Love DC, and then Ready to Love Potomac. But them people lived I don't think it was one person that lived in Potomac personally. Because even I keep saying the winners, but even the ones that chose each other, Joy and Clifton. Joy travels, I think she lives 6 months out of the year, she lives in Mexico. So So she definitely, she was like, yeah, after we finish this, I'm about to go back. I was like, oh no, but they hanging on strong. So that man love her. He didn't clean his little stuff up, lost him a couple of pounds. I said, get it, Clifton. You looking good.
So wait, I have one question. So does it always come down to one couple, or is it sometimes like matches up several couples?
Normally it always comes down to between like 2 to 3 couples, but at most 3, and then at least just one.
Okay.
Because I think it was last season. I get confused. So yeah, I think last season the season before was Sabrina and Walter. Yeah, they were DC. And he was like, I would love to just move on with you. And she was like, and they play the dramatic music. And it's like, she said, I'm sorry, I will not.
Oh God.
And as she should have, because she's like, she pretty much just told the truth. And she just, yeah. Anyway. But yes, y'all, let's jump on in. We're going to go ahead and do our who we think is ready to love and not ready to love. All right, so let's go ahead and let's jump in. So what do we think about Alonzo? Do we think that Alonzo is ready to love or not ready to love?
So I feel like we didn't see much of Alonzo.
Yeah.
So for now, I'm gonna give him
I'm gonna give him a ready. All right. So got Alonzo. Next, Devin.
I feel like mine's, but this is not ready. I don't know if you guys can play that.
Okay. Just push it down, like put it towards the. Yeah, closer. There you go. Okay. So I'm gonna say ready, and we could talk about that.
Is ready?
All right, April.
I think April's ready.
Yeah, I think April's ready, and she's one of my highlights, and I'll when we I'll definitely explain why I think that April is definitely ready. They spelled her name wrong too on this because it's definitely with a Y and not an I. Swayze.
Swayze is not ready.
Yes, I do not think that Swayze is ready.
My not ready is not.
I see it. All right, Brandy.
I'm on the fence about her, but I'm gonna give her a ready.
She said some things to me, not to me, but she said some things, and I was like, wait a minute, boo. I don't know. All right, Dominica.
I'm about to say she want her mouth too much. I'm not even sure, but I'm going not ready.
Sean.
I don't think Sean's ready. Sean is from the Virgin Islands?
No, Sean's not from the Virgin Islands. Sean, I think, is the real estate investor. Sean was the first to go. That's how.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure just because he was the first to go. I don't know. Like I don't know.
I don't think anyone took him seriously.
Yeah, I think that
he played a little too much. I'm gonna go ahead and say not. I'm gonna say not.
Yeah, I'm gonna say not ready. Okay.
Oh, why am I not ready now?
Jamala.
I don't remember Jamala.
So Jamala, it's funny because she gives me Kimmy vibes a little bit from
Kimmy
Huntsville. From Huntsville. But Jamala was actually the one that was sitting with Sean, and he was like, she said, do you remember my name?
My name?
Oh,
yes. Yeah.
And she was like, well, it doesn't seem like I'm that important if you can't remember her name.
Like Tangerine Dream.
I know. I was like, not Tangerine, nigga. You know that was not her name. You could have been like, I do apologize. I think you have a very unique name, and I definitely forgot. Like, you could have did something else, but to say Tangerine Rain was just like, no. Anyway, but yeah, she definitely felt Justice a lot. She was like all
well, all the ladies love Justice. So
yeah.
that's
Yeah. So, but we can get to that.
yeah.
All right. So
I think Samson's ready.
Samson, yeah, I think Samson's ready.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's
I think she is too.
I don't know. Like, I should have did signs that said like in between.
On the fence.
I need you on the fence because I need a little bit more substance. Because to me, I'm sorry, I'm gonna just be honest. She definitely was giving me a little bit. I know they in Miami, but when she walked in, I was like, girl, you got some bedroom clothes on. I was like, you're giving hot girl summer.
She was the one that I thought was Melanika when she first walked in. I was like, Melanika? Is that she?
I was like, okay. And then, like, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we could talk about that. All right. Randall.
I think Randall's ready.
I do think that Randall's ready. He said something really profound. And so I think that Randall's ready. Kayla.
It's Kayla. She's the social media person.
Yes, she is. She has a YouTube channel. And she said she likes to talk a lot of ish.
Yeah.
And yeah. And she said, I only make time for people that can make time would she say something about I only make if you're worthy of me making time or something like that. And I mean, I understand that to a certain point, but yeah, it didn't come off. What you call Mike?
I think Mike's ready.
Yeah, I do. We could talk about him coming out of marriage. This is Looney, and who I call AKA Brandy Eyes, because I kept saying to Tony, I was like, she looks like Brandy to me. He was like, I don't see Brandy. But like when I did the if you cover her nose and mouth, she kind of has Brandy's eyes. And then when you cover her eyes, she has Brandy's like nose and mouth. So I don't know. So yeah, she's cool beans. Now you see it says Juwan. So I guess they kept saying Justice.
Yeah.
So I guess that Juwan is his government name and Justice is his nickname. But yeah, anyway, I'll say that he's ready.
Yeah. I'm a little on the fence, but I think he's ready. I mean, maybe he's because ready, yes,
but yeah. I can see he said something about somebody and I was like, interesting. Anyway, this is Shakira. It's like, nah, Shakira. It's just that I was like looking at her name and Tony was like, what are you calling her? I said, Shakira. He was like, that girl's name is Shakira. I said, okay.
She was very intentional in her words.
Uh-huh.
LJ's from the Virgin Islands, right?
Yes. I think he's ready.
I think they made a connection, actually.
Yeah. Oh, Sharice, a.k.a. Sherelle, a.k.a. PG County.
Sharice is ready for the big. Sharice looking for a bag.
Oh, gosh. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't give Trinika anything. I really don't. I first of all, and then I'm the last one to really like, but we'll talk about it when we finish. But for right now, for me, I'm gonna just say that she's not ready to love, even if she thinks she.
Okay.
And we could talk about it. There's some things I got some issues with. And poor Calvin.
We don't know what Calvin is.
Calvin was on the wrong show. He wasn't ready to love, and whatever that excuse was that about his mother, and I can't say, so Calvin, don't come at us. But I'm sorry, Calvin. I just really felt that like you were on the wrong show, and it was given either bi vibes or hate vibes. Like it
had a feminine sad.
Yeah, he just wasn't. And again, if you're bi, and I guess, whatever, but it was when he said, yeah, they got a phone call and, unforeseen. I was like, did he get a phone call of that, or did he get a phone call that he was going to be outed? Because, like, oh, you going on that show still? Well, yeah, I don't know. Like,
Maybe he thought it would be some male options for him or something.
Yeah, maybe. God, it was just, I was like, what happened to Calvin? Yeah. Anyway, so we've done our thing. Let's talk about Trinika. So
Okay.
one of the things that why I would say she's not ready to love is simply when she found out that she had promo day. And they did when they were introducing, oh, I'm Trinika. I'm some 30-something years of age, 34 years of age, 35 years of age. This is what I do. She's like a something director, coordinator director. And like they were painting up. She had a Band-Aid on her leg, on her little knee. And I noticed she had fell. But I was like, well, Trinika, just like how you wore your little long skirt.
One with the armrest.
Yes. I'm like, just like how you wore your long skirt to the pool, you could have wore pants that day for your promo. Like, they not just calling you and being like, hey, we need you to do your promo, and you just being like, oh, I don't know what I need to wear. Like, honey, we should have not seen a boo-boo Band-Aid. Like, I don't know. Like, when I think about a presentation especially of a professional, and many of these people are a lot of times bringing their best. A lot of times I always think that the men bring their best more than the women sometimes, because I think that you'll see throughout the season that some women definitely be a little body and thirsty. And it's like, I know y'all professionals, but some of y'all not really presenting it. And I get it. Like, there should be a balance, and I'm okay with a balance, but she definitely had on a professional dress. But I just would have, and I even blame people on set they should have been like, all right, you do realize you got a Band-Aid. So do we have something else in wardrobe, or do we have something in wardrobe? Is there another option, so that, because they shouldn't even had did that to her. Like, if she wasn't going to be responsible, then at least on production and on set, the cameraman should have said, whoa, we showing that this woman got just a Band-Aid just all on her knee. Like, we got to do better. Like, y'all just set her up. And then even the Essence picture that I pulled up, her hair is like sticking up like this. I'm like, who is not, like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. So it gives she's definitely brains. I can tell she's a very intelligent being, but you know how they say, like, you have people who are very book smart, but they have no sense of common sense. And she gives me that. And like, which is probably why she hasn't found love, because people might get into relationship with her and they be like, she's a great, successful woman, but she a little on the ding dongish side. And I'm not saying that ding dongish people don't deserve love, but I don't know, like, it's not, I don't know if she's truly ready in the sense of like where's your self-development beyond just you being a career woman. So that's just my thoughts. And I hope that we see her grow through the season, or that I will see a different woman. But for me, that would be my reason for me saying why she's not ready to love. Because I'm just looking at presentation. She's not an ugly woman, but I'm just looking at presentation like, honey, come on, like, you are amongst a whole bunch of professionals, and it's, she looked okay at the thing, but it was just like the wig. I don't like the wig, and I don't know if, and again, like, forgive me, she might have alopecia, and even if you do have alopecia, I mean, I know people who have alopecia and have some bomb wigs, so I don't know, like, the presentation for me, first impression, it just wasn't doing it, and I wasn't here for it based off of just her like presentation. And then again, production, not even like, they just set her up for failure looking like, because this is the thing I said. You remember Sherry Shepherd's character on Jamie Foxx show? And you know how she's always kind of had those like cornballish type of like roles where she was like that funny sidekick friend. Mm-hmm. That's what Trinika kind of gives me. Like, and honestly, they do this every season. Now she's probably the biggest girl, but like the past 3 seasons, they always had either a very odd looking woman that was either extremely tall, or a woman that was very big, voluptuous, and all the men would be like, that's just homegirl. That's just we kick it, like that's homegirl. She's cool. She's funny. It's always been that. And that's what Trinika gives. And I'm like, I hope that this is not the one that they're doing this time. Like she's the one.
I thought somebody was feeling Trinika.
Justice is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He is. And I was really like shocked because I'm like, they didn't record their conversation. So the only like in-depth conversation that we got was with him and April. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I thought he was feeling April.
Me too, until he was like, she talked too much about herself.
And I was like, what? Well, when did we get that? Because she definitely was like, okay, can I ask you a question? She asked him questions, which I thought was really, what I thought was really amazing. Like she definitely said, are you going through any hurt through that? Have you dealt with it? Like, I think she asked some darn good questions that a lot of women don't ask when it comes to whether it's a fatherless son or daughter. So, yeah, so I think that she asked some really not on cert like she asked some really good questions. So it's sounding like Justice may not want to get that deep with somebody that he might not be intimate with just yet. And I mean, that's understandable, but
was Justice the one who said he didn't necessarily like slim women? Or was that who was that? That might have been what's his name? What's the other kind of light skin? Bald? Is he bald?
So you got Alonzo, who's light skinned and bald.
Not Alonzo. The first guy that showed up.
Oh, Samson.
Yeah, remember he said he didn't like. He was like, I don't like. It can't be a 12 o'clock. It gotta be a 2:45.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't like slim women. But I was mixing him up with Justice anyway. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that would be my that stand out. But so you said that let's talk about what's her name? The one I said that the head on is like giving hot girl summer.
The youngest one, right? She's like the youngest one there, right? Or one of the youngest ones. Orange bathing suit.
The which one?
She had an orange bathing suit.
Orange? Isn't it pink and white? Pink and then with her lavender.
I thought it was orange, but go ahead. You talking about I said she was ready. You said that.
You said, are you talking about Brandy?
Yeah. Who you talking?
Yeah. Well, we can talk about Brandy. Go ahead. So why do you think Brandy ready?
I mean, she did seem really eager, but at the same time, she seemed really eager. But I thought because she's, ready to be in a relationship, you think she just want to have a good time?
So one of the red flags for me was when he was like, do you want to have children? She said yesterday. And I said, I was like, no, girl. For me, if I was a man, that would be a red flag because, and again, she could have obviously been laying down with anybody and had a kid, but it just seems I don't know, it's given a little too sweet girl. But she's definitely giving me a little bit of desperation. Hey, I want to be able to find this man, because she even made a comment where she was like, yes, I'm here and I'm feeling all of this. And then she went to the next man and she was like, yes, I'm here. And he was like, so what do you want? She was like, what's in front of me right now? I said, oh God, girl. So she's definitely giving me a little bit of a thirsty, she wants it and she wants it now. And she will be willing to kind of do anything. And I just don't want her to get hurt. I don't want her to be so thirsty, because this is the thing I think sometimes with women, because she is 35, she's a flight attendant. And so I think that she's felt like I've lived my life. And so now I'm coming to a point where I want love and I want it now, instead of it being I lived my life. I'm continuously living my life and I am open. I'm ready, but I'm also open to the possibility of finding love, but understanding that, especially if she hasn't necessarily, we will probably find out throughout the season what her past or who she's been with in the past. But if she's just been doing work, because she's a flight attendant and not really been out in the market, I feel like she's just at this place where she's just really, really thirsty.
And she wants love, but she's not ready.
Yeah, she will be the one that will miss a lot of blind spots, because if she's looking because I mean, again, everything that she has made a comment to has been very external. And yes, you're supposed to be attracted to people, of course, but it's not like I've yet to hear her say like, this guy's personality is, or, you know, like me and him had a real deep conversation. It's definitely given like, woo woo, like I'm here, I'm having fun, this is great, y'all. And then like, yes, and he looks good too, and I'm ready to jump on it. Like, so that's the only thing that's like, I'm concerned for her, because I just think that she's getting to this place. And, you know, like I said, a lot of women get to this place when they get like 35, because why? The medical industry pumps on you that, oh, y'all 35, you better hurry up because them eggs drying up. And it's like, I mean, they could be drying up, but it's also about how you caring for yourself. So if you're somebody that's like overly into, you know, alcohol and drying your eggs up, you don't probably have a lot of time. So, you know, and doing drugs and doing all that stuff, then probably. But like, if you're taking care of yourself and you're really nourishing your body and just honoring yourself and your temple, like, your eggs will be just dandy. And you could probably go up until 45. Janet did 50, but Janet is also famous with 50 at a baby money. So I ain't saying to wait that long, but I'm just saying, like, I think that, again, women her age, they just get real antsy in their life. When she made a comment about, yeah, I'm ready to have one yesterday, I was like, yeah, you a little thirsty.
Because you were 34?
Huh?
You were 34 when you had?
No, I was 35. Pregnant at 35 and had him at 35.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so, you know, I mean, I got it, you know, I had to fight for myself. But, you know, every time I went to, well, not every time, but I would say, that when I got closer to the end of my pregnancy, and I mean, I had a beautiful pregnancy. Like, I ain't have like really no issues. The only thing is when like ligament pains that, like, I thought I was going into preterm labor, and I was like, if this is labor, then I think I'm going to opt for an epidural and a C-section, because the ligament pains was killing me. I was just crying. But then all I needed to really do was just go to a chiropractor. And once I found my chiropractor, we were like BFFs. And he was like, I need to just see you every day until the baby's here. And I was like, perfect. And so he helped me out with that. But other than that, like, I had a beautiful pregnancy. And I had, like, you know, obviously they were watching my levels of everything, and they were like, oh yeah, you're good. So again, it's just all about how you care for yourself. So yeah.
For the viewers, I'm a mom too, but I was a teen mom.
Yes. So yeah. Very, very, very different time periods. But yeah, Brandy girl, live your life. Like, don't get too thirsty. You got time. I mean, like I said, a lot of people, you have a lot of even celebrities today. I know, because I mean, I'm saying celebrities because we see them, but a lot of celebrities are like having babies within like the age of 36, 37, 38, 40. Like, it's not really uncommon, you know? So yeah. But again, what we don't see behind the scenes is that they're taking care of themselves. So yeah. Anyway, so you said that Devin is not ready to love. Why is Devin not ready to love? I need to take a swig of water. Sorry.
Which one is Devin?
Devin is the one that was the football player. And
I think he needs to get his personal life together, like with the whole son situation.
Yeah, I want to know a little bit more, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I think that's why I think he's not ready to live. Like, he has some personal issues that he needs to work out before he be trying to pull a woman into his life. He needs to pull his son into his life first.
Yeah, so it was real brief. When he was telling the story, he was just like, you know what, a mom is, and
well,
so
I'm sorry, I get that, but it's like he said no first, and it's like, why'd you say no?
Yeah, he was like, no, and then he was like, yeah, let me just he forgot he was on TV and not at a bar.
Before my illegitimate son comes to light in the blow.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I'm not at a bar. Let me go ahead and tell the truth on TV. So yeah, so like I said, I want to know a little bit more about the story but if I'm judging just like based off of, because the thing is, if there is, unless the baby mother come out and she'd be like, that's a total lie. He's had, he's been able to have access, he just refuses, then be like, yeah, dude, you got a lot going on. I think that a part of it also, because he did admit that it was a one night stand. I mean, that's your, I won't say your fault, but you got to hold yourself for, that's what you chose to do. That's what happened. It is what it is. If you don't wrap it up, anything is possible.
Anyway, because Sharice didn't care. She was like, it doesn't bother me.
Sharice said PG County did not care, honey. Okay, she said,
he got I am football player at one time.
Maybe. But yeah, so so what about Sharice?
Sharice to me I said she wasn't ready because Sharice gives me, I'm looking for a bag. The man with money. That's what I think.
Really?
That's what she's giving me. I don't know. That's my opinion. That she came off as, I don't want to say a gold digger or money hungry, but it's like that's definitely, to me, I felt like that's definitely high on her list. Like, he needs to be making some money.
So I definitely think that she wants either an equal partner, because she's an esthetician, so right. She's making some money for sure, especially her being in Miami, being an esthetician, she's making some bank. So the thing is that I don't know if I see her as somebody like she's looking for a bag, because I think she already has it. I think it's more about her finding her equal in that financial thing, but I also think that she wants like, I don't think that she wants to, I definitely don't think that she wants to be competing. Like, I don't know if she wants a man to make more than her. Like, I don't know. Like,
I think she wants a man to make more than her.
I don't know. Like, she definitely gives me like, because I mean, look, she literally was like, listen, I've been doing this. I don't have no kids. I'm good. Like, I just feel like she wants a relationship. But he's definitely gotta like understand her. Like, yeah. And so I won't say that she's not ready to love, but I think that she definitely has focused so much on her success that I think she's like, oh, I'm 43. I guess I should find love now. So we'll see, because obviously during the trailer,
she was definitely giving me Sherelle and Evelyn.
Yeah, as soon as I seen, I said, Sharice is little Sherelle over here. No, well, not really.
Give me a little bit of Evelyn Lozada too.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't like the comparisons between Sherelle and Evelyn. Mm-hmm. But Sharice is giving me a little bit of Evelyn and a little bit of Sherelle. Sherelle's last name is Rosado.
I think so.
Yeah. Sherelle Rosado and Evelyn Lozado.
I know, that's so crazy to me. Both with Ocho, but anyway. So yes. So let's see. What about Samson? We didn't really talk about Samson.
I think he's ready for love. He seems very interested. I think he's, he wants to find his mate. Mm-hmm. After the first few minutes of the show, Samson didn't really get much play anymore. Like, so I didn't really get a chance to really dig into him, because between Shakira and her guy,
LJ,
them connecting, and then Justice and Tanitra, what's her name? What's her name? The one you said with the Band-Aid.
Trinica.
Oh, Trinica, yes. So we know they made a connection, even though we didn't see them. We saw him in April. It kind of like the first episode to me was kind of like it was so many people and it was so like all over the place that I couldn't like really. I'll be happier once it starts to really get narrowed down. I can really like dig into the personality of the characters. Right now, it's just like so many people. I'm like, who is that again? I gotta see their face. So,
yes,
but yeah, I think he's ready for love. I think Shakira, you got me saying Shakira, Shakira. I think she's ready for love as well. She has a son, right?
a 7-year-old son.
Yeah. So she seemed like very serious because she even was going back and forth with who, saying like, "Why are you trying to diss me?" Who was that she was talking to?
Talking about Swayze.
Wait, he's definitely not. Swayze not ready.
Swayze said, "I'm a firefighter paramedic. That's all y'all need, and I'm ready." Like I was like, "No, Swayze, I'm sorry."
And when he came, Swayze was in the bottom too, right?
He was.
He stay. I was like, Swayze need to go home too. Swayze not ready.
Yeah, I definitely think that he is one that's like he thinks that career means I'm ready and not because even when he talked about, and this is something serious, and I don't think that like people don't talk about this a lot, especially when it happens to boys, because he was a boy, even though yes, he was a teenager. Like when he talked about him being, I was very mature and I was 16 with a 28-year-old woman. Yeah. I was like, no, you were getting raped. You were getting like this is nothing to like gloat over. And
that doesn't make you mature. That makes her immature.
Exactly. And then he boo-hooed about it, was like, and she hurt me bad. She used me. She really used me. And I was like, yeah, dude. So why would you even bring this up? Like, and like gloat about it when this is just all on every level wrong. And where was your mom? Where was your parents? Or where was somebody to protect you? Yes, you're 16, but 28? Nope, ain't they? Nobody knew that she was messing with a 28-year-old. Like, I'm sorry. Jean Bean would have knew. She would have been like this. Hold on, wait a minute. Child, no. I'm like, there was no such thing as like, I mean, my mom trusted me, but like, there was no such thing as like privacy to the point like where like she didn't know who I was at least dealing with.
Right.
No, at 16, no.
That's like very weird to me. Like to even be attracted to or interested in someone that much older than you is very weird to me. Like I can remember like us going to high school with different people and they like, yeah, I date this dude. He drive the bus. And it's like, why are you interested in the bus driver? Like,
yes. So yeah, we did have a lot of like our friend circle or people who was around us that definitely were with older men. And I was just like,
I always thought it was very creepy and disgusting. Old men, to this day, and you know, we're almost 40 and still old men give me the heebie-jeebies.
Like, yeah, no, at the most, like I can say maybe 10 years, maybe, but
right around the 5.
Like there's like this dude, I don't even know his name or his handle, his @ handle, but there's like this dude on TikTok. And like he looks really good and he's like 60 something, but he looks like he's like 40. And I was just like, dude, you would probably be the only person that I would even because like you don't look your age. So that's the thing. Like, but everybody's like, there's no way you're 60. He looks really, really good. He's just taking care of himself. But yeah, no. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, Swayze, sweetie, you need to know that just being a career,
you got some childhood trauma you got to deal with, Swayze.
Yes, no, and that's serious because when he was really offended when she was just like, I just really prefer, this, and he was like, so what's that mean? And then Witchcom was like, she didn't bring age, she didn't actually say an age, she just said
older,
right? And he just was like, so I can't be an older 30-year-old. I was like, oh my God. I said, no.
Honestly, not. Look at you.
Right. Yeah. But is it somebody is feeling Swayze? Is it Dominica? Or
Dominica? That's the one, the loud one.
Yeah, no, it's not Dominique. Because somebody is feeling Swayze because they were like, "Oh, you don't like Swayze? Oh, I was really we've been vibing," and I was like, oh,
Was
"Okay."
that Brandy who said that? Who said that?
Mm, I don't I don't think it was Brandy. I forgot who said it, but somebody is feeling Swayze. So yeah, so maybe they'll have a connection if he or they get off, because that's the other thing that people have been doing now. Also, over the past 3 seasons, people have been self-eliminating if their interests, like if they only like that person, they'll be like, yeah, I don't want to be a part of the show anymore because that's who I was
Oh,
to. Oh yeah, people be like, I'm bouncing out, which I mean, if you felt like that was your only connection, then I guess. And then
it
some
seemed like
people
it was a Swayze on another show. Young.
probably
Did you watch Young Rich and African?
who.
Young Rich and African on Netflix.
I saw like a episode or two.
Was that? Oh, maybe his name was Swanky.
Yes, or something like that. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. But yeah. So I think that's about probably you. I mean, um, yeah, those are the people that stand out the most.
Yeah.
Um,
Hope we didn't skim up people. Oh, the one I keep calling Melanika. What's your deal with her? Just because she had on Bedroom Club?
so I don't know. Like I don't
What's her name?
there's
Trinice?
huh?
Trinica? Trinice? What's her name?
No, her name is, let me see. I can figure out what her name is.
When I see her picture and when I see her differently.
Her name is I don't know her name, and I don't even feel like they said it on or she even said it. I call her Candy Ann because it's Kadian.
What?
Kadian.
Kadine?
Dian. I just was like Kadian. Kadia. Kadian. I don't know.
Cadian, maybe.
Kadian. I guess so.
It seems like she's gonna be around, so we'll learn her name because it looks like she gets into it with somebody like physically.
She gets into it with Sharice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she gets into it.
Sharice look like she. One thing I will say, Sharice look like she like I'm too mature for this. Like Sharice look like she like went to be saying these cutter Barbies. I just don't have time for.
Yeah, no, yeah, Sharice definitely doesn't, she because it's funny because even Devin was like, he was like, she's really, he's like, people see it as standoffish, but I said, I don't know if she's standoffish. I just think that she's just being very intentional about like, all right, I want one-on-one time. If I see somebody that I'm attracted to, I'll give that person. If I don't, I'm not going to waste my time. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't, and a lot of people have an issue with that because even though Tommy is like, all right, y'all all saw what y'all look like, so now it's time for us to leave the lust alone and really try to find love, you still have people that are going to be attracted to who they're attracted to based off of just what they look like. Right. So I just feel like Sharice is that type of person where she's like, I don't care if this person can offer me the world, but if they don't look what I want on my arm, then I'm not going to give them the time or day, which, I mean, I have to respect it because at the end of the day, like, I don't believe in wasting nobody's time. Like, don't just for a TV show, don't just go, oh, okay, yeah, I'll talk to you and smile in your face and be like, yeah, I'm not really feeling that person. Like, no. I will say Randall, I definitely think that he is ready. And there's somebody that is really feeling him the most. But yeah, I think that Randall is definitely ready. So Kayla. Kayla with the YouTube channel, and
oh yes,
it's giving me, here we go, a beautiful Black woman that's just mean for no reason. Like, I don't know. It's giving me little mean girl vibes. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure if she's there for the right reasons. Because
maybe promote her channel.
Like that once she said, oh yeah, I'm this, and oh yeah, I'm also this. And yes, and I love talking this, and I'm real controversial. I was like, just why you here? So I don't know. I don't know if I believe that she's really there to find love. I think that she's there to grow her channel so that people can be like, oh hey Kayla, yeah, I remember you from Ready to Love. And yeah. So that's that. I am interested in Mike's story. I think that he said that he married his childhood sweetheart.
Have 3
and
kids? They have 3 kids?
Mm-hmm. So I am interested in knowing how he navigates, because it's seeming like if that's his childhood. Now, when he says childhood, that can be high school, that can be middle school, that can be elementary school. I don't know. So to be with that person for that, like you only knowing that person, I just would love to know, just his healing process after his divorce. Like how first of all, like what's the work that he's done? How has he seen himself? How has he seen himself in marriage to get better? Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't just her, it was probably both of them being like, hey, yeah, whatever. And then also just, like, is this his like first time being like
dating outside of his marriage?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. So
did he say how long he's been divorced?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. So and Looney / Brandy Eyes, she seems to be cool, sweet, chill. Like she doesn't give me like any alarm.
Yeah.
So but I will say that even though Justice is / Jawan, whatever, is the fan favorite, I will say that I won't be surprised if some red flags pop up. I won't be surprised, even though I think that he's ready. I won't be surprised if some stuff pops up with him where he is, presenting one way, but there might be some stuff that pops up. So we'll see. But yes, so y'all stay tuned as we go on this journey of Ready to Love Miami.
Yes, cousins, let us know. Who do you think is ready to love and who do you think is not?
Yep. Definitely comment in the comment section. And if you are new, again, welcome, Distant Cuzzo. And if you are not, hey, Cuzzo. And we obviously, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, let's get this in. Are y'all watching? And what are y'all thoughts? All right. It's been real. Peace.